Alright guys, Papa Pepper here. May be able to hear some guinea fowl in the background. I just wanted to share a little bit. I'm going to start a series, try to make them digestible anyway. But it's just going to be talking about why we are living the life that we're living. In the context of looking at homesteading here first. And just want you guys to understand that for the Pepper family, homesteading is not the actual goal. It's not our aim in life. It's not what we're trying to accomplish. It's not the destination. It does happen to be a path to the destination that we want. I believe, and I'm fully convinced of that in my mind, hence the reason that we're doing it. So one thing that I think you guys should be aware of is that we have a desire to live our lives together as a family. Back through history, it's not all that uncommon that you may have a father, a mother, and children present within a home, within a life throughout the day. I think even early on in America, you see the same thing happening, where perhaps some pioneers would set out, they'd find a piece of land, they'd build a house together, and there may be small communities of them, a couple families doing it together, helping one another, but they'd build a house, they'd raise some food, have some animals, and teach their own children. Eventually the one-room schoolhouse came along, but prior to that, a lot of people just took care of these things on their own, living their life, providing their food, teaching their children. And if the man had some sort of craft or trade, often he would do that from his house, from his home, from his property. These days you may need to, it's not zoned for commercial, not zoned for industrial, and you're going to need to get a second property, use the added principle and needed to invest to acquire or rent that as well. There's always things stacked against us, and they sound good to start with, like, oh, we don't want this going on in our neighborhood, and then everyone needs to leave. So I think that anyway, back in the day, a man could do these type of things from his home. If somebody needed him to do something, they would either bring whatever to him or come to him and pick up whatever they needed. His children, when they were young, would be able to see him working at his craft. When they got older, they'd be able to help out in small ways. Eventually, they'd be able to take over. And you'd have generations kind of not stuck, but choosing to walk in the same path, using the same skill or trade to provide for their family. I think that, from my perspective here at least, it looks like in American history what happened is the Industrial Revolution pulled a lot of men out of the homes. Then you have the government school systems pulling a lot of children out of the homes. Then you have the women's rights movement pulling a lot of women out of the homes. The cost of living, inflation keep going up. Everyone keeps being talked into, and they allow themselves to be talked into debt, into usury. They don't own their houses, they don't own their educations, they don't own their vehicles, they don't own their jet skis, they don't own their big toys, they don't own anything. But they pay a ton for it every year. And therefore, even if they send their kids away to daycare, and then they pay for that, and then they, both parents feel like they need to be working, and you have these families where dad leaves early in the morning, comes back late at night. Mom leaves early in the morning, comes back late at night. The kids leave early in the morning and come back late at night, especially after their sports and extracurricular activities and everything else going on. And, you should see some of the statistics of how much time, how many, fathers don't spend 5 minutes a day with their children. It's not the life that I want. It's not the life that I want for my family. And there's reasons for that, and I'll get into that next time. So the path that we've chosen to get to the destination that we want, which is a family that's free to live their life together, to spend time together, to know one another, to invest in one another's lives. It seemed like homesteading and being more self-sufficient was going to be kind of instrumental in what we wanted to be accomplishing here. there's some specific reasons why. And but so far, I mean, as you guys can see from my life, as you can see from my posts, we're doing a pretty good job of being together on a regular basis. There's been a lot of times over the past year where I've been gone a lot working, but when I am here, I'm here. And we're living our life together already, even though we're not exactly completely set up on our land or anything like that. So as we move forward, like I said, I'll keep pumping out this series, at least for a couple installments to help you guys understand. But I just wanted you to know that, you know, when you see Papa Pepper and you see me using the homesteading tag, you see me calling myself a homesteader, you see me in my garden or with my animals or working on these projects around the property. It's part of the life we live for a reason, but it's not the destination. It's the path to the destination that we want for us right now. So, all right, pop out.